The Big Dangerous Wave by Gary Miller. It was early in the morning on December 26, 2004. The Indian Ocean was very calm, but at the bottom of the sea, a big piece of the sea floor suddenly moved. The movement caused a big earthquake. The earthquake registered, or was measured, at 9.0 on the Richter scale. The Richter scale is the measurement scientists use to tell others how strong an earthquake is. As the sea floor moved, it also moved the water above it. This movement caused a huge wave, which moved away in all directions. This big, dangerous wave was called a tsunami. When the wave finally reached land, it caused a lot of damage. This is the Indian Ocean on a calm day. A big, dangerous wave. What is a tsunami? It is not an ordinary wave. Wind and tides are the source or cause of most ocean waves. When wind blows along the top of the ocean, it causes waves. The tides cause the ocean waves to move, pulling water toward the shore and then pulling it away. This causes waves too. A tsunami is different. It is a big, dangerous wave caused by a strong movement of land into or below the sea. Landslides can cause tsunamis. Volcanoes can cause tsunamis too. But most tsunamis are caused by earthquakes. Here's the translation. The word tsunami comes from Japanese words that mean harbor wave. A harbor is a calm place along the land where ships can safely go in and out. Japanese harbors have often been hit by tsunamis. It starts with an earthquake. The outside of the earth is made up of big pieces of rock called tectonic plates. These plates are like big puzzle pieces, except they move. Sometimes two plates try to move past each other. When they do, the plates slip quickly. When this slipping happens, the ground above the plates moves. Sometimes the ground moves so little people can barely feel it. Sometimes it moves a lot, causing the ground under people's feet to shake a lot. This is called an earthquake. When an earthquake happens beneath the ocean, the land on the seafloor moves. The water above the seafloor moves too. An earthquake happens when two plates of earth suddenly slip. How a tsunami happens. To understand how a tsunami is made, look carefully at the picture. As one part of the seafloor moves up, the water above it moves up too. At the same time, another part of the seafloor drops. The water above it drops too. The rising and falling of the water creates a giant wave. The wave can travel very fast. It also causes huge amounts of water to move. On the ocean, you can't tell how much water is moving because the ocean is so big. The wave gets spread out all across the ocean. When an earthquake happens under the sea floor moves. The water above it moves too. When a tsunami reaches land, it begins to change. It rises up very high. Why does this happen? Once again, look at the picture. Along the shore, the water is not as deep as in the sea. The land forces the wave to condense or squeeze into a much smaller space. The wave slows down when it hits shore, but it can rise up very high. A tsunami can reach a height of 100 feet or more. When a large tsunami reaches land, it flows over the land in a whirling, pounding rage. It can destroy almost anything in its way. When a tsunami gets near land, the height of the waves increases. The 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. The tsunami of December 26, 2004, caused a lot of damage across a huge area. It destroyed towns when it hit land. People in many places were surprised when the tsunami happened. They didn't know that the tsunami was coming. In some places, the waves rose to 50 feet or higher. The waves crashed through harbors. They poured into villages and cities. They flowed down streets, carrying away cars and buses, houses and schools, animals and people. The tsunami spread across the Indian Ocean. As time passed, the tsunami waves struck places farther from where it started. As the wave moved farther away, it got weaker. But the tsunami even caused damage almost 3,000 miles away from where the wave got its start. The island country of Indonesia had the most damage. More than 100,000 people died in that country. Around the world, the earthquake and tsunami killed over 200,000 people. Many more lost their homes. It was one of the worst natural disasters in history. This damage was caused by the 2004 tsunami. A tsunami hits Japan. Tsunamis have been happening since ancient times. The people of Japan have had experience with tsunamis for many years. That's because Japan is an island that has water all around it. Japan also has lots of earthquakes. No one knew that a tsunami was going to hit Japan on March 11, 2009. The tsunami caused a lot of damage. On that day, an earthquake happened under the Pacific Ocean near Japan. That earthquake was one of the strongest ones that Japan ever had. This tsunami caused this damage. After the earthquake, huge waves hit towns and cities all along the coast. In some places, the waves were higher than 30 feet. Around the world, people watched their TVs and saw pictures of cars, boats, and buses rotating or turning around in the water. In some places, the tsunami washed away complete towns. The tsunami caused a lot of other problems. It destroyed factories that made electricity. It made drinking water dirty. It ruined roads. After the tsunami, millions of people couldn't get medical help or find homes, food, and water. More than 15,000 people were killed. Warning centers. Because tsunamis are dangerous, people have worked to create ways to predict when tsunamis will happen. They also have worked on ways to warn or let people know when tsunamis are coming. Scientists are always checking for earthquakes. When an earthquake happens, they look to see if a tsunami might happen too. If they think a tsunami is happening, the scientists send out warnings. They let people know it's time to move to safer places where the tsunami can't hurt them. Over 1 million earthquakes happen each year. Most of them are small and cause little damage. Very few earthquakes cause tsunamis. But scientists are always working to be ready in case an earthquake does cause a tsunami. Scientists are always looking for dangerous earthquakes and tsunamis. Being ready for tsunamis. People who live along the ocean need to be ready for tsunamis. One way they can do this is to practice with tsunami drills. In a tsunami drill, people make believe that a tsunami is about to happen. They practice warning people by using television, radio, the internet, and cell phones. People also practice rapidly or quickly moving away from the low land near the ocean to higher land. They can also practice giving medical help to people who may need it. Doing these things can help keep people safe when a tsunami happens. No one can know when a tsunami will hit. They can't stop a tsunami from hitting either, but being ready can help save lives. 3 other deadly tsunamis. 1755, Lisbon, Portugal, about 60,000 deaths. 1883, Krakatoa, Indonesia, more than 36,000 deaths. 1908, Messina, Italy, more than 75,000 deaths. A tsunami drill. Glossary. Richter scale, the measurement scientists use to tell others how strong an earthquake is. Tectonic plates, huge pieces of rock that make up the Earth's surface. Tsunami, a big dangerous wave caused by an earthquake or landslide in the ocean. Tsunami drill, a way in which people practice what to do when a tsunami happens. Responding. Target skill, text and graphic features. Which graphic feature shows what happens when 2 plates on Earth slip? What information does this graphic give? Copy and complete the chart shown below. Then add one other text or graphic feature and the information it gives. Write about it. Text to self. Reread pages 12 through 13 to review some of the things that are being done to protect people from tsunamis. Do you think these things will protect people from future tsunamis? Why? Write a paragraph to give your opinion. Target vocabulary. Ancient, condense, experience, predict, rage, rapidly, registered, rotating, source, whirling. Target skill, text and graphic features. Examine how the arrangement of text and visuals makes ideas clearer. Target strategy, infer, predict. Use text clues to figure out what isn't directly stated by the author. Genre, informational text gives facts and examples about a topic.